Most people think that when societies collapse, it just happens overnight, all of a sudden. But what if I told you that it's already happening right in front of your eyes and no one is seemingly noticing? So I want to talk really quick about how society is slowly decaying without most even recognizing it. And by the end of the video, you'll know exactly what's happening, how to position yourself ahead of the curve. The collapse isn't always a loud crash. Sometimes it's quietly eroding, right? History shows us that most great empires, like Rome, don't fall overnight. They rot from within. We're living in that same cycle right now, actually. But unfortunately, it's hidden under comfort and distractions in our day-to-day lives. Right? Rome did not fall in a day. It took decades of corruption, inflation, division as a similar blueprint that us in the US, if you're listening in the US, is following currently. The first and the most obvious thing that we can, look at is the economy. We have record national debt, over $34 trillion and counting every single day. We are printing money out of control like never before, right? In 2019, when the pandemic happened, 40% of our entire money supply was printed within 18 months, which obviously drove the consequent inflation that everyone talks about, right? Wages are not keeping up with inflation. A 1 or 2% raise a year, if you get that, is not going to keep up with 3, 4, 5%, if not more, inflation every single year. And other than that, housing is just unaffordable for the average American and the average, middle class worker. At the end of the day, everything costs more, but you're not earning more. And you're not even able to get ahead, but you're actually falling behind. And it's not by accident, it's actually by design. As far as culture, people are more divided than ever. The left versus right, men versus women, black versus white, all that kind of shit. Right? The family unit is breaking down. Okay, no one trusts the news, the government, institutions, banks, whatever you want to say, even colleges are starting to lose trust and faith. They want you angry, they want you isolated and distracted. Essentially, a population divided is the easiest population to control, right? You look at media and propaganda, misinformation everywhere, right, as they say. Constant cycles of fear and pandemics, wars, social unrest and issues, whether it's division, like I said, by race, political ideologies, whatnot. They keep pushing the same narrative to divide you. And this is all through typically mainstream media pushing that on you day in and day out. So this is not by an accident. This is all by design. The system profits off the weak, right? Off of distracted people. If you're sick, you're stressed, you're in debt, you're easier to manipulate, of course. And the truth is they do not want independent thinkers. They want people that are obedient consumers. Most people will not realize the collapse is happening in front of them until it's too late. A few will see this game for what it actually is. Look, I've talked about this in a past couple videos about making sure that you're set if shit hits the fan, right? Start stacking Bitcoin, not just Bitcoin, other hard assets outside the system. You can think of real estate, maybe gold, indexes are a good, start. And also outside of that, build multiple streams of income. Ideally, ones that pay you residually. Why? Because something that pays you residually, let's say every month, is better than you getting paid for your active time, especially long term. Why is that? You only have so much time, right? I have the same amount of hours as something like Elon Musk has at the end of the day, but they are able to make extremely high income because they're able to leverage other people's efforts, right? And that pays them every single month. So think outside of the box of just your job and try to get something that pays you on a residual basis, right? Some people are even kind of falling into the growing your own food thing. Homesteading, all that stuff is pretty popular, right? The problem is people can't buy the land and they can't afford the land overall to start that kind of thing. And other than that, I think the most important thing here is master your health. whether it's increasing the quality of food that you eat, getting sunlight, the quality of water you're drinking, the amount of water you're drinking. There's a whole rabbit hole that you can go down, and you probably should, if it doesn't make you too insane, that is going to help you not just be healthier now, but going to stack dividends in the future, either for yourself, your family, or your kids. And then hopefully they're your kids' kids. Now, I don't say all of this with doom and gloom, right? With every doom, there's opportunity. So this system that's breaking from the inside out is subsequently giving birth to a new one, right? Wealth is going to transfer. Power will shift from, centralized systems to sovereign people. Those who see it happening now are going to have a huge advantage in the future if you take action. So I want to make that short video, a couple quick ideas of how you can escape that and think ahead. If you're still watching this, right, you're ahead of the game. Drop a subscription, drop a like, comment. What is on your mind as far as what you're trying to do to prepare yourself for the future? Until next time, see you on the next one.